All right, guys, so we're gonna be taking the electric bike Model X to work to see how it is. You guys already seen the review that I did for the bike, and you also saw the little group ride that we did with everybody. Well, technically 4 people, but it's cool because I need to bring the chain to work, and you guys already know these chains are heavy as hell. And I got my Beyond Riders shirt in here, so I'm gonna use that when I ride later tonight, but it is burning up out here. I'm pretty sure we could turn the bike on and see how hot it is, because the display will tell you. I don't know if it takes a second to pop up. Yeah, so it looks like it takes a while for the temperature to start reading on this display. So I'll give it some time and I'll update you guys on that, because it is pretty hot out here. And we never charged the bike. So after the group ride, after everything that we've done, since I've got the bike, I think I only put maybe 4 or 5 miles on this bike, and then I recharged it to full. So I gotta subtract 5 miles from the total range that we get on this bike to when it's almost dead. Because I'm really curious to see the range that we get. I said in my review video that we would probably get a comfortable like 40 or 50 miles of range. But I'm wondering if we'll get more, because we've only went down 1 battery bar since we've rode the bike. And we haven't even went down a battery bar on the front basket battery, so we'll see. So our voltage sag right now, if you guys are very familiar with how voltage works, we can go down to about 39, 40 volts, and that's literally 0 on the battery. So once I start seeing 40 volts, that means it's pretty bad. And we're getting a voltage sag of about 46 volts. That's where we're sitting at right now on full throttle, which is really good, because that means when we let off, we're probably at like 48 or 49. So far, we have done 23 miles on this bike, if you guys want to keep track of how far we went. Just pretty good for 1 battery bar. But I have got bikes in the past that go down 1 battery bar, it takes forever, and then all the other ones go super, super quick. So I won't actually know until we just really do the test and just figure it out for ourselves. And that's why I am making this video. Plus, I'm just kind of seeing if it's a good work vehicle in general with the roads that I take. And so far, our temperature reading hasn't shown up on this display. So since I got 2 motors, I'm gonna let my hand off of this one while I use the front motor. I'll turn off the rear motor and battery and turn it back on. And let's see if it shows up now that we're actually out in the sun. No, still nothing yet. Here, let me turn this back up to 5 so we get max power. There we go, there we go. Yeah, so I don't know how long that takes to show our temperature reading out here, but I would really like to know how hot it is. And there's one other thing that I wanted to mention in my video review that I should have said, is one thing that I think they can improve on is when you do custom colors for your bike, I think they should give you little 1 ounce little bottles of every single color that you do on your bike, just so you can use it for touch-up paint. I think that would be a really good idea. Now, you can buy the extra colors off their website for an additional cost, but I feel like if you're already spending like 300 bucks to get this frame, you know, looking this way, because that's how much it costs to upgrade the frame color, and I feel like they should just give you a little bit of the extra paint in a little bottle and then just send it your way. Like same for the rims that I got, it had 1 little chip on one of the corners, and it had nothing to do with them, I'm sure. It probably had to do with shipping or something like that, because my box wasn't 100% perfect. And it would have been nice to have a little bit of red touch-up paint that I could fill in that rim, but you would have to buy that separately, unfortunately. It's kind of a nice day to be out here, to be honest. I'm kind of relaxing. There's really not much traffic. The bus might kill me, but we'll see on that. One thing that would be nice to add to this bike would be a mirror on the side, just so you can see. I feel like if I had a mirror, it'd be a lot more easier to see, but you can't get a bar-end mirror on here. You would want to put one on the handlebars because they're too far out, and you would have to like scoot back a lot to see the people behind you. So you definitely have to have one on here, and it had to come up to here, and then you'd be able to see. Hey, lots of coppers. Oh, dang. Paint spill. Oh man, who did that? That was a huge paint spill over there. It's crazy. One thing you got to be careful with this bike if you got the front motor is going around turns. If you're doing anything under probably 10 miles an hour and you're turning, the front tire can peel out and you could lose traction, especially if you're like on sand or dirt or anything like that. So just be careful, guys. These tires are really good. I got the upgraded Continental tires, but still, you just never know. You know, something I think would be cool on this bike is a cruise control feature. This bike doesn't have any type of cruise control that I know of. I don't know if there's anything in the setting that you can change, but I doubt it. I haven't heard anything, but I think that'd be kind of cool. We're gonna take this little shortcut over here, a little gravel, so didn't want to go too sideways, but we made it. It's the last thing I want to do is go down on a bike. Going to work is legit like the best test for my range because I'm flat out the whole entire time for the most part. On group rides, not so much. We're kind of off and on the throttle, so I actually get more range that way. But doing this, it is definitely a test of the batteries to see where we get. And I will definitely let you guys know, because I know you guys can't see the display on the right-hand side. I saw it in my review video that you just can't see it at all. So I'll update you guys when the battery bars go down on this side display. Oh, come on, guy. Okay. Man, that guy's all over the place, cutting everybody off. Must be in a rush. Maybe he's late to work or something. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So now we're at about 45 volts when we're full out on the throttle, and still no update on the temperature on the display. But everything else is reading right. We've done 26 miles. And we're using about 270 watts of power, now 300. The average looks about 300 watts. So I can see on this front display that we are jumping down one battery, but popping back up. So it's in between of losing another bar. So we're almost about to be down 2 bars, and there's only 4 bars on this front display. And the side one actually went down 1 bar also. See, I'm telling you guys, the way I ride, you don't get that good a range if you're maxed out for the entirety of your whole bike trip. But I'm kind of a different rider. I ride different than most people out there. Most people are just kind of relaxing, you know. I sell some electric bikes sometimes and people don't even want to go over 10 miles an hour on them because they feel it's kind of scary. So definitely different types of riders. All right, so we're gonna be coming up to a hill really quick onto the right-hand side, and I'm really curious to see how well this bike does. Now we're gonna kind of be going up the hill starting at probably 15 miles an hour right off the bat. We're not gonna sit on the hill and do a dead stop. But it definitely be able to compare it to the Model E that we got from the electric bike company not too long ago on how it got up hills. So 27, coming up this overpass. It's holding pretty solid actually. No issues. It's not losing speed. We're actually going to start gaining speed now because we hit the top of the overpass, so that's not bad at all. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Model E was like 22 or 24 miles per hour coming up the hill. Now we're doing 30. 32. So we made it here. So what I want to show you is at nighttime, I want to show you guys how well these lights light up on the bike. And I also want to talk about a little stuff about how these lights don't actually, they don't get brighter when you hit the brakes. I feel like that was a lost opportunity on this bike, is they should have had a sensor so when you hit the brakes they get brighter. But I'll show you how bright they are right off the bat though. We'll wait until nighttime, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, we got Michael who's gonna try out the electric bike company Model X, all custom. I'm a tiny
man, and this thing
it's tall, right? And I have the seat all the way down.
Super tall, yeah.
You got to get used to that. So hold this middle button. That'll turn the bike on. It's in 0, so the more higher you go, the faster it's going to be. So if you wanted to go to mode 1, go to mode 1, I think it's like 10 or something like that miles per hour. And it's going to be this throttle. Since you only turn this one on, this is not going to be activated until you turn this one on. Okay. So you're going to be using that throttle only. Okay. So if you want to get used to that and try it out, it'd be help if you could see, right? There you go. Now you got lights. Okay, awesome. So now you can see. Let me know what you think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's so smooth.
Since we have Michael coming around the corner, we can see how bright this headlight is, too.
You got it to mode 3 and get the cover.
Mode 3, you said?
So I'm on 3 now.
All right.
So I'm going to do one more.
All right. Before you get off. Oh.
Damn it.
You're good.
That was the last thing I wanted to do.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
You're good.
Holy, I pressed the fucking throttle right at the end there.
Oh, you're good, man. Honestly, I think the only thing it hit was this and some of the edge and then maybe the seat, but you didn't slide on it, so I don't think it damaged it.
Yeah, I almost held it up as best I could, but I was falling back. Dude,
you're good.
Bad.
No, you're good. I trust you. I trust you.
YouTube's ready to fucking nail me on the comments, man. Just nail me. I deserve it.
I wanna. Do you want to try both motors?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Just because I did that, and not only that, because I got up to 5. I got to mode 5, so I got more and more comfortable.
Okay.
I got too comfortable right here. I thought, oh, look, I'm gonna fucking. No, I fucked myself. I'm not. But
that's cool. You have fun.
It was great. And plus, it's kind of tall. I think that's what I lost my balance.
Yeah, you have to get used to it. I've seen a lot of people raise the seat up really high, but for some reason, I just can't do that. I have to have it low.
I am so sorry.
You're good. Honestly, the worst falls are when you actually crash and it slides, and then you really rip all the stuff. But
right, yeah, I almost kept it up. But no, awesome. I think this is the nicest bike you have, and it's super smooth. And I was already getting super comfortable on it. That I made that little mistake right there. Yeah, that's how nice I liked it.
And you went up to mode 5, so you went all the way up.
I got up to 5. Yeah, I was going 5 that way. So I was like, cool.
Yeah, it feels pretty good, huh?
It does.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Damn it. I can't believe I did that.
It's all good. Alright, well, I'm gonna get out of here. And another thing that I want to talk about real quick is when I was telling you about the temperature earlier, how it said 00 and it was never updating. I want to go back to that really quick because what happened was the temperature outside was 100. And I don't know if this displays 3 digits for the temperature. Maybe it goes up to 99 and then after that it just goes 00. And when I got to work, everyone's like, oh, it's exactly 100 degrees. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. So right now it's working. It says 75. It's real nice out. It's 12 at night. So I don't think it messed up at all. I was really worried about that not reading correctly, but it's just because it was exactly 100 and maybe it doesn't go up that high. All right, look at that. We went down 1 battery bar, if you guys can see that. We're down to the last one. And we're for sure on 2 on the basket battery now. I'm hoping I'm not getting this confused when I'm talking about it on the video, because sometimes I go back and edit my video and I'm like, oh man, I said that incorrectly. But yeah, so we're down to 2 battery bars on this display on the right hand side, which is the basket, and we're down to 1 battery bar left on the frame battery, which makes sense because the basket battery is bigger. And right now we have done 36.2 miles. So 36 miles minus 5, so we've done 31 miles. I would say we could probably get about 55 miles of range out of this thing. I want to keep riding it without charging it, so I'm actually not going to charge it. And one of these days, I'm just going to go up and down the street, and we're going to see what we get. But that's pretty much the video, guys. And if you guys want a closer look at how these look, these things are bright. These are actually probably the brightest brake lights I've ever had. I don't like the fact that when you do hit the brakes on these, they don't light up any brighter. I wish they were this one was a little bit more dim, and then when you hit the brakes, it gets brighter or flashes. I think flashing would be pretty cool. I think the other bike that they gave me, the brake light actually flashed when I hit it, and that was kind of cool. So they just had to put a flasher relay or something like that on it. But See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching the videos. Subscribe if you want to see more content. We're going to be doing more stuff with this bike. And like I said, I'll tell you how to unlock the controller so you guys can have fun with your whatever model electric bike that you got, as long as it's from the electric bike company with that display. All right, later.